Hey everybody, it's Mr. Walker here, helping you out with those bar models again. Today we learned about how we can make the bar models and use groupings with the distributive property. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the examples that we did today. All right, so today we learned about how we could match up bar models with the equations. So if you look at this one, you could see that the total is 19, 19, 19. So it looks like every single one of these has to equal 19, right? That's the total. Now, every one of them is split up differently. So just ask yourself, what do you see inside of these 19? Well, I see two x's and I see a 5. So two x's and a 5 make 19, which could be this one right here. Now, on letter B, we could also see that we have two x's and a 5. So that too could go right here or right here. It doesn't matter which way it goes. So you could have the 19 coming after the equal sign or before the equal sign. It's worth the same amount. Doesn't matter which way you look at it. All right, on the next one, I see that I have a 2 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 x's. So 5 x's and a 2 makes 19. So that one would be right here. 2 plus 5 x's. 2 and 5 x's. And I'm checking to see if there's any more that would match up with that one. This one would not be. That's 2 groups of x plus 5. This is 5 groups of x plus 2. This is 2 groups of x and 5. 5 groups of x plus 2. And nope, so that's the only one that matches up with C, this one here. The next one, I noticed that this 19 was split up into two equal parts, right? And that every equal part was an x plus 5. So that's parentheses there, x plus 5. So two groups of x plus 5 makes 19. So that would be here and also here. Remember that whenever a number is outside of the parentheses like you see here, that means to multiply. Letter E, I notice that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of x plus 2. So that little dot means multiply in between the 5 and the parentheses. So 5 groups of x plus 2, that would go here and here. Now the last one, if you kind of scroll down, you can kind of see 19 divided by 2 equals x plus 5. That would go here because if I split this 19 in half, it would be worth only one group of x plus 5. This is actually how you would end up solving that equation in that bar model. All right, let's move down to this next section where you're drawing based on a equation. So the total is right here, 114. And that 114 needs 3 x's and an 18 inside of it. So I'm going to say, well, half of the bar would be like 70, I don't know, 57. So let's say this is where my 18 will go. And then everything over here is 3 x's. So I have to split it up equally. And I'm going to try to do my best. So this has to be an x, an x, and an x. So 3 x's and an 18 make 114. And then lastly, we have a total of 114. Remember, your total is the size of the bar. And inside of that, we have 3 groups. Remember, this number right here tells us how many groups there are. and this will tell us how big the group is. So let's split this into 3 equal sizes, and this is the size of one group. All right. So there you have it. Remember, your total is always going to be the size of the bar right here. This number, if it's outside the parentheses, tells you how many groups of them there are. 1, 2, 3. And then this will tell you how big the group is, or what's inside the group. All right. Have a good rest of your day.